How's it going, everyone? Today's topic is Chamber of Starlight, Master Lost Sector, dealing with champions of Overload and Unstoppable as a Arc Hunter. We are using the Malfeasance today as it takes care of Unstoppables intrinsically, but also you can pair it with the Unstoppable Hand Cannon. If you pause before taking a shot, it'll load in the Unstoppable shot, and then you'll be able to use it to take care of Unstoppables. A lot of people forget you gotta wait for the bullet to load, then you shoot it. So that's how you do with the hand cannons. If you don't have Malfeasance, it's so you can run any hand cannon you want. Or if you're not running the Liar's Handshake here, or with a counter like combination blow, you can always switch this for a glaive in this slot if you'd like also. But if you are running Liar's Handshake and combination blow, I'd recommend using Malfeasance to take care of Unstoppables. Using a trace rifle or a scout rifle or something else that'll take care of your overloads. You also really don't have to run a trace rifle if you don't want to. You have your staff that'll do it. You have your combination blow that'll do it with your lethal current. And you have your grenades that'll take care of it for you. So honestly, you really don't need the trace rifle. It's optional. But if you want to use it, you can. And then your heavy can be anything you want. You can be a hothead, you can be a machine gun, it can be a grenade launcher, linear, whatever you like. Definitely recommend a rocket launcher if you can, as it does pretty good damage on all the mobs. We just recommend today running it as a major spec, as it'll do more damage to the champions, as you really will only use your Malfeasance and then making the boss unicorn with the Gathering Storm here. So if that's really your main boss damage, I would just DPS the boss down a little bit with Malfeasance and then just spear it to the face. So that's kind of good to solve it, or spear early and then finish off later with Malfeasance. Both work. So that'll kind of work out. So for your build, we're going to use Gathering Storm, as we like to spear. Gambler's Dodge, pairing up with Combination Blow, which will work with Lethal Current. Dodging, give it your jolts. Jolts, if the target's jolted, it'll blind them. So if you're punching an Unstoppable, it'll do Unstoppables for you also. So your build doesn't really even have to do Malfeasance or anything else, but it helps to have a ranged weapon rather than always requiring you to punch. As with the current Unstoppables in this run, their blast can do a lot of damage if you don't dodge it or if you're not prepared with your resistances. So use your pulse grenade to take care of Unstoppables using Spark of Shock. Magnitude will help the duration of the pulse for more shocks, for jolts. More jolts mean Annihilate Traces, which means more ability cooldown. And then Spark Resistance as you're punching. You want to make sure you're taking less damage. So 25% damage reduction is always a bonus. To get into our build, we're running as we're for the Void. For our Arc Hunter. We don't really have an issue with the overloads as much, as we can kind of take care of them from a distance, or if we get them close and personal, we're okay with them. I would recommend focusing on solar resistance for this, as the knights tend to do more damage and they're more annoying, along with the Unstoppables, which would be the hardest start for the Arc Hunter. So run 2 solar resistance and 1 void, and then run your either grenade kickstarts here for more grenade uptime for dealing mobs, or you can switch it out here for 3 arc weapon surges. Hold up to your preference, pick your style, whatever you like. They all work. The only thing I would recommend today is that Connect Siphon be used with Malfeasance rather than Arc Siphon. Make sure you match this to whatever weapon you're using the most. If you have an exotic primary weapon, make sure you use the Siphon that matches it, because you're going to be using most kills if you're using an exotic primary weapon. You're supposed to be using that the most. And then hands-on will give us our spear up all the time, and we'd like to make sure we always have our super up. So you'll be able to have a huge amount of super up time as long as you melee more. Right? If you grenade more, switch this to ashes to assets. Asses to assets. Whoops. Use your Reaper, Bomber, and Powerful Attraction to keep all the orbs on you for more stacks for grenade kickstarts for armor charges. And that should be a pretty good build to keep you up and alive with the better already and recuperation whenever you're not melee. So focus your artifact all into Arc, and then 100 Resilience, 100 Discipline, and just go at it. This should be a pretty easy run here. What? Where? How did I get down here? Dude, that was the weirdest thing. Someone launched me all the way down there. Okay. So let's just go into this here. Sword is overcharged at the moment, but swords don't really offer any benefit with your artifacts, so I wouldn't recommend it. As always, I appreciate all the support. You guys are doing amazing. Keep liking, more than like and subscribes. You guys are doing amazing. I got 19 subscribers recently, so you guys are doing great. There we go. Make sure we focus on taking out the Hobgoblin with Malfeasance. Dodge the bullets that come out. What we're going to do is we're going to charge the charge the Unstoppable bullet. him down sights again. It does do intrinsic unstoppable, but we still want to make sure we load the bullet if we can. Finish the unstoppable off. Be done with it. Make it easy. You'll have plenty of ammo to pick from later as you're using a exotic primary weapon. And we are just going to melee punch, punch, punch for survivability. So, reload my weapon. Find the overload. And then we're going to focus the knight instead. Haha, you're all taken care of. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Punch, punch, punch. Just gonna dodge all the stuff for the overload. Overload won't be able to do enough damage to you if you're punching. You could punch all day or finisher, all preference. Plenty of ammo should drop for you and you can move on. Won't really need any heavy ammo for the next little bit, so you can kind of use what you got. I will show you guys a little bit of a trick here. With the unstoppable, you can dodge their shield. You can just skirt left with your dodge ability, so definitely use it if you got it. And then easy peasy. We do have another unstoppable coming at us, I think. It's all his little antlers over the edge there. So we're gonna go and use our super as we have it up. And what I'm gonna find the unstoppable here and use it on that one. So it's just gonna blow that person up. Make it easy for us. Where are you at, unstoppable? I swear I saw you. Yeah, we're not worried about taking excessive damage as long as we can pump. Punch. Punch and pump. Easy. Was there not another unstoppable? Didn't we not see him over the edge? That was weird. Okay, shield's dead. Malfeasance will just wreck his health. Easy. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna find this guy. Make him a unicorn. Keep the overload going on with trace rifle. If you don't have trace rifle, you can always use scout rifle. This all works. Punch, punch, punch. Easy. Okay, now we're gonna find the unstoppable if we can get some damage on him to kind of piss him off. Because he wanted to come get us. There we go, I stunned him. Maybe he'll come get me. Ah, he's still running. Chicken! Dodge. Haha! Missed all your bullets. Now we're gonna go over here to the left. Take care of all these mobs here. You can, if you wanted, go left or right side from the overload. Either one works. Get my free glimmer here. If you go, so this is right side here. I'll show you left side. You can defeat the unstoppable there. He still thinks you're over there. I'll just destroy him real quick. Just jump, jump, jump. Finish him. Perfect. And then we're gonna go over here to the far side. That way you can see this left side. So this is the other side over here. Okay, so you can come over here. From the overload, just come all the way down this path here, and go over to this side. And then you can DPS him on this side also. Really either preference works for you. Nothing else is gonna be too strong. But I would recommend if you can wait on destroying the overload or the unstoppable and focus the boss. That'll be the best benefit for you. And just blow the boss up with your Malfeasance. It's gonna do insane amounts of damage. You also can do punch, 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 but this is the kind of safest bet for you. That way you can just do massive damage with the passive Malfeasance. Another thing you're gonna do here, which I do want to find the boss before she goes all the way over here. We'll make her a unicorn. Yep. Punch, punch, punch. This guy we're not worried about. Lethal current is just broken for taking care of overloads and unstoppables. Oh no! An unstoppable? What are you gonna do? Punch, 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 punch. You could just... There's no danger. You're just kind of like, oh, punch, 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 punch. Even get a lot of mobs behind you. Finisher. Grenade. Punch, punch, punch. You can use weapons if you like. If you don't use weapons, you can always punch, punch, punch. You have the option. But your punch, punch, punch is going to keep you alive. So we made the boss a unicorn. Unicorns aren't real, so obviously she disappeared. Unfortunately, they aren't real. I wish they were real, but tease what the tease. So we're going to go up here. Grenade him. Recommend getting one shot in. If you have the pulse of the grenade, you can do another rocket. If not, I'd switch back to your trace just to make sure. And then that's it. Everything's dead. 6-minute run. You could probably do it faster. If you're better than me, do the flawless safe. Take your time. Get the hang of it. And then as you go, you can optimize some positioning with things. You don't have to kill as many red bars. You can just go right for the champions and be done with it. Then make the boss a unicorn and you're in a good spot. So definitely recommend Malfeasance. It works really, really great for Hunter. Glaive doesn't work the best for this lethal current build, so that's why I didn't use a glaive. But hope this helps out. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate the support. Got to 19 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Appreciate it. Keep it up. Keep it up. Comment below with any recommendations. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day.